Okay, still working on this strumming technique idea. Remember, if your wrist is on the guitar, you can't do it. It's got to be like that. So, if you need to, open up your hand, put your fingers down there, and push away. Now you're ready to go. So, let's get back to 60 here. So again, if your wrist is on the guitar, open up that hand, put your 3 fingers down, push your hand away, push it away. Now you're good to go. Make sure that you just rotate. If you notice that you start doing this, you just gotta stop. If you notice the technique is not what we want it to be, stop. Because as soon as you know you're not doing the right technique and you continue to allow it to go, that's bad. As soon as you catch you're not doing the correct technique, you gotta stop and force it into place. Because we are trying to force a new technique. So this way you loosen up and we get good flowing strumming stuff. You can do it kind of fisty. I don't think it's that great of an idea because this allows you to be open and much more fluid. So highly recommend open up your hand for this stuff and strum like that. Alright, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to 90. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to 20. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this guy, number 2, thing I was working on, I do feel is best played with no distortion. And it says thumb always holds the low E string. So there's several things to do here. There are several exercises in one file. So this is to get you used to having your thumb over the top more. So see, like your hand looks plenty big enough to be able to do this, so that's why I want you to try all these things. Now, you're basically going to make this shape here the entire time for what's highlighted. There's no tempo that you need to do. You're not trying to speed this up or anything. What I want you to do is make sure you can hear everything. Each bar, make sure you can hear all of it. So your first and second finger, your thumb and first finger. Thumb and first finger have to hold all that. Now, one thing you could do, if you find it easier to play stuff down here versus up here, you might want to work your way up. So again, if this is the easier thing to do, and this is the harder thing to do, work it this way. Ugh. I just like starting up high because there's less of a stretch. Then you work your way down to the bigger stretch. So after you make it through every single bar and everything rings out clearly, then you start working on this. So here I want you to use your thumb again, then your first, and then your third finger. So you can do it like this. Then when you can get all of that to sound good, you'll move on to the next step. Now you're going to have your thumb, first, third, and fourth fingers. I may have counted that wrong. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. And then finally, when you can get all of that to sound good, you're ready for the last step. Hang on, let me just do this. Okay. So now all the digits are being used. So thumb, first, third, fourth, and second. Go. That's what I'd like you to work on. So, because you can do this. Then you should have no problem going back and forth doing stuff like that. So if you can, yeah, again, you get that down. Just a matter of releasing that pressure. And you're all good. All right, theory, all that looks good. So I got the next key ready to go. And any questions come up, let me know. I will see you again next week.